I think one of the biggest parts of the male loneliness epidemic and what is happening among young men is sports betting. And it very much serves as both a symptom to this epidemic and also an accelerant to it. And I want to talk a little bit about the connection here and why it's important for everybody to know about this, because sports has traditionally been one of the few like socially sanctioned ways that men can maintain friendships. And I'm speaking very generally here, of course, to and build kind of that emotional connection, whether it's like watching sports together or playing in a league. It's a bonding infrastructure, right? Sports betting very much hijacks that infrastructure. It takes something that is communal and makes it individualized and also extractive and financialized. You're like not even just watching the game with your friends, you are watching your bets, and you now have a financial stake in these things. And the emotional stakes really shift from a shared experience to like something where you can potentially lose money on. And there are a lot of reasons why young men are very lonely and why a lot of them feel disenfranchised and are struggling. But sports betting very much preys on that loneliness because they are engineered to simulate connection. And that piece of the apps can drive people to want to participate in them because there's social proof, all your friends are doing it. But what'll happen is as you lose money on these apps, because you will, the vast majority of people do, those losses create shame, and then the shame drives further isolation, and then that just kind of increases that amount of loneliness. And none of this is accidental. If you've seen any of my content, I talk a lot about how very much this is a structural thing that is now embedded in our American culture. Legalization very much opened the floodgates for these companies to come in, and now they are ubiquitous. Ads are everywhere. It's ingrained in like sports commentary and what you read online about sports. And all of that is designed to keep young men hooked on their phones, spending money. And the industry profits from young men continuing to be lonely because a lot of times when you're lonely, you're more likely to engage with these things. And it's such a perfect understanding of structural exploitation and how it leads to this larger epidemic of male loneliness.